Hey, Radiant Souls. I'm feeling so defeated right now. I just recorded this entire thing without my microphone on. So it's one of those days, apparently. But I wanted to come in front of you with this month's energy forecast. I'm a little bit late, so I apologize for that. I usually do these before the month actually starts. But I had some other things on my schedule and in my calendar that prevented me from doing that. And I'm also trying out some new technology today. So apparently, microphones were too confusing for me to be able to switch that on. So I'm going to try to recreate the magic that I already had with the other video. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Heather. I am an intuitive counselor, author, artist, animal communicator, energy healer, and coach, and I'm on a mission to empower and embolden others to connect with their divine radiant light and to honor the sacred connection with all life. So, what that means to me, in short, is to be your best self in every moment and to live an authentic life. And I help you do that in a number of ways. I have classes, I have services, I have art that I do, I have books, and I come here and do videos once in a while, just helping you live an intuitive life. So, this month already started. I'm late, I'm behind, but the message for the month is renewal. So in the Northern Hemisphere, we're starting spring. If you see me with watery, weepy eyes or my nose is running or itchy a little bit, it's because there's so much pollen outside. And my dog loves to, well, I don't know that he loves it, but pollen loves him. You know, the little Swiffer dusters that if you kind of like, I have a ceiling fan here and it's always a little, oh, when you run the Swiffer on the top of the ceiling fan and there's all that dust that sticks to it, that's what his tail does with pollen. So he and I are both in for it for a few weeks with allergies. And anyway, renewal, that has nothing to do with anything. I just wanted to share. So what I was seeing for the month was the recycle logo that was kind of a triangle. And I kept seeing that. And the guidance that I felt coming through for that specifically was, you know, how sometimes you get really excited about something. Maybe it's a Netflix membership or an Amazon Prime membership or something, a gym membership, something, and you sign up and you're like, yeah, take the $11.99. I'll try it. You know, if I don't like it, I'll unsubscribe. But then you forget. And a month later, you're like, $11.99. Where did that charge come from? I didn't mean to auto renew. We do that with our own thoughts, with our own beliefs, with our own fears. We are on this cycle of auto renewing or auto subscribing to things that no longer serve us. So the guidance was to pull up your perspective. I kept seeing hawks. When I pull in messages, I usually work with them for a couple of days at least, and I ask for nature to reflect back to me if I'm kind of on the right track or what other messages could come through based on symbology or images or experiences I have in nature. And so I kept seeing hawks, specifically 3 hawks, which the number 3 turned out to be significant too. But pulling up your perspective to see and to ride the waves of what you're witnessing. So hawks will fly up. They have amazing vision, but they're also riding thermal. So they're being efficient. They're not using a lot of energy when they're doing that. They're maximizing their coast and their speed based on thermal currents. So where can you pull up your perspective? Stop auto renewing or auto subscribing to all of those things. And when you pull out of that, then you can renew as the newer version of yourself, the higher, better version of yourself. And also with that recycle logo was the fact that these situations and lessons keep coming back around for us. And we've talked about that here before, but specifically that when you're in it, you're kind of like, I kept seeing you guys inside the recycle symbol. So it's like you feel boxed into this little triangle. You can't see outside of it. But really, if you were to just step backward or step forward, you're out of being enclosed. So that's shifting your perspective in that way too. And then you can rearrange those 3 aspects of the triangle any way you want to renew, something different for yourself. So the number 3 is often associated with past, present, future. It has a lot of spiritual significance. Maybe you have some things that you connect with the number 3 for, but I kept seeing it in nature. I saw the 3 hawks. One day, the 3 hawks were being chased or kind of harassed by 3 crows. I saw 3 jays who are also harassers, or like they run their mouths a lot. They're very vocal. Um, uh, some may say a nuisance or kind of annoying. So keeping that in mind too, how can you keep your perspective when there's that noise or that dissonance or things being said about you, to you, about your beliefs, things like that, just flying higher, shifting that perspective up. I also saw an image of a cave, which often represents your subconscious or your beliefs, but the specific guidance there was to look at the things that grow inside the cave. So and realizing where your balance is in that. So there are the stalactites that are growing down because they're kind of with the water that drips, they get bigger and bigger and bigger and they get heavier and heavier and heavier. So what is just kind of dripping down to you that's making you feel top heavy and weighed down, versus the stalagmites, which have a lot of might and power and positivity in there, growing up in a way that is more balanced and sturdy and has a better foundation. So picturing that for you, which situations, which beliefs, which perspectives do you have that could be not really in balance in that scenario? What else? I'm looking at my notes. What else did we have? I think that about covers it. I wanted to now, since I'm a little late, we're doing kind of a pared down version today, but just keeping that in mind. And I want to share, if I could, gonna share my art with you because I also channel energetic frequency art. And in this new fancy way that I'm sharing, we can go side by side. Look at us. So cute. So I want to talk through the art a little bit, and I'd love to hear what you see within it or what you feel from it, because primarily these are frequency based. So yes, you see shapes, you see colors, you see, you may see textures within some of the painting techniques that are used, but really it's to be taken kind of all in at once and said, how does that resonate with me? How does it make me feel? So would love to hear that if you want to drop some comments on that. But while I was creating this, what it is that triangle shape in the background, and it's pulled out to a different perspective to be more crystalline in nature. And then that triangle was shrunken and turned. That one was then shrunken and turned, so that they're all doing kind of a spiral down the right-hand side of the art. And they spiral into this butterfly shape, which is a symbol of rebirth and renewal. And that butterfly shape, which also has kind of a flower for growth and blossoming up on the top left. But that shape is actually a reflection of the triangles that you see. So it was a technique to kind of distort or pinch down that squarer shape or pointier, more structured shape, and pull it into a fluid movement. But it's all the same thing, just going around in a renewal. So would absolutely love to see what you think of that. And watch this. Watch. Wait, are you ready? We're so fancy here. So as with any month, you can download this for free. It's a watermarked version. It has my name on it. Or you can get a signed print from me. You can also download the non-watermarked version. But for free, you get it watermarked, and you can, I'll put the link below, but you can also scan this cute little QR code. I don't know, it just felt like a fun thing to do, so I tried it. I also am in a cycle of renewal, so I was trying something new. So that really is all I have for you for this month. Let's see if this version has sound, because the last one was amazing, but had no sound. So it wouldn't really have worked to communicate the messaging. So thank you for your time today. I will see you again soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.